Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I know. So many things that I meant to do that I never got done in this space, but whatever.
Or he's going anytime to drop my Tupperware off.
Oh yeah. Being like, hey dude.
Cause like, oh shit.
Slowly but surely, things are starting to get moved out. Thank you, Marion, for all of your help. I want to fit more, but my car is already full and I still need to build the shelves that I have at my house. So I'm just gonna keep doing it little by little. Also, I'm just like trying to hold it out. Also, I think I'm getting sick. So I need to go home and chill. Also, my hair looks so good. And it makes me so happy to look at it every time. Oh, I fear that my allergies have turned into a bit of a cold. I don't have a fever, but I just feel crummy, you know, like you do when you get sick, when you're ill. I actually had a lot of plans to hang out with friends this week, but I might have to rain check a lot of those, which sucks. I'm just gonna be making sure that I'm drinking a lot of water. And I have like so much that I need to do this month, and so getting sick is really inconvenient. But I'm hoping that if I drink a lot of water and I just like get good rest tonight, I'll feel better in the morning. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna DoorDash dinner. I'm maybe gonna do soup of some kind. I might get some pho. Sophie. This gives me a good opportunity to finish my sister's present that I never started in my crochet video. So I'm gonna sit down and just watch and just be ill and just watch Never After and crochet the evening away. As much as I want to catch up on stuff in Kitchen Impact because I do have Kave now. Oh, Sophie. Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, honey, are you okay? She just bonked her nose on the camera. Are you okay, honey? Oh, she sees there's a windscreen on top of the mic. She was just... I also just still can't believe that I have pink hair. It's so exciting. Hello, this is VoiceOver Cheyenne popping in to say thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Y'all know that Skillshare is an incredible learning platform filled with thousands upon thousands of classes on any kind of creative skill you could ever want to hone or pick up. But Skillshare also has hundreds of career-focused classes too. As the landscape of work changes and more folks are looking to reinvent their careers, Skillshare is an excellent resource where you can learn to design a career that works for you. With classes on everything from time management to personal branding, Skillshare is the place to learn how to take control of your professional creative life. I have been thinking a lot about changes that I want to make to my own career. I'm a little bit lost on the direction that I want to take moving forward, and I want to shout out this incredible class from friend of the channel, Andy J. Pizza. Andy hosts the Creative Pep Talk podcast, which is one of my favorite podcasts, and this is the first of his 4 classes currently on Skillshare. It's called Make Creativity Your Career: 6 Exercises to a Successful Side Project. This is an incredible class all about conquering your creative side quests and working towards the big break in your career. Andy also uses a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild analogy in the first episode, so it's like very extremely up my alley. Now that I've moved out of my art studio, I'm in this kind of like weird amorphous place, and this class was so inspiring and gave me so much incredible, valuable insight. If you want to embark on a new creative journey all your own, be sure to check out the link in the bio. The first 1,000 people to click that link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can get jazzed about crafting your own career. Thank you again to Skillshare for the sponsor, and now, back to the video. Let me pull up a chair and give you my vision. So I was talking to my mom about this because I was having a lot of trouble figuring out what I wanted to do, where I'm gonna put my shelves. I bought some shelves from IKEA that I want to build, and I was like, I just don't know how to arrange it because I have 3 desks in my studio, right? I have my table that is essentially like this one here. That one I'm getting rid of, or I might keep it down in my basement. And then I have 2 of the white standing desks from IKEA. I'm going to be getting rid of the smaller one, and I'm going to be keeping the larger one. The larger one is 63 inches. This space on this wall is only 59 inches. So the desk would not fit on this wall, and this is where I was planning on having it, because then I have the light coming in from the window and everything, and it would just be really lovely to work in this corner. And also there's like a big outlet there, but that's not gonna work. And the 47-inch desk is too small. It's like not enough for me to spread out on, you know what I mean? My mom was like, well, why don't you put the 63-inch desk kind of in the back corner? Oh my God. Sophie, are you okay? Baby, what happened? Hi, it's okay. Hi, honey, are you okay? And so now I'm gonna be putting the 2 shelves on that wall. And I was like, okay, well, I have those outlets there, okay? The girls might start chasing each other a bit. Be nice, please. But I was like, ooh, I can put my Rollo printer over there, and I might be able to put like, well, I probably won't put my scale over there. I'll probably put my scale over on my thing. But then I also have my like Alex drawers that I really love. Then now I'm trying to figure out where those are going to live. Those will probably live under my desk then. But I'm wondering, I'm having to do a lot of rearranging. I also have that really cute little like yellow sort of like metal shelf that I spray painted at my studio. And it took me so long to spray paint. I don't want to get rid of it. And so that might live on this blank wall, and I might actually fill it with plants because maybe I'll finally start owning plants. But I'm doing a lot of troubleshooting in my brain right now, and it's very stressful. My mom, I love her so much. She's like, you are good at so many things. Organizing and moving and planning spaces like this is not one of them. And I was like, you're so right. This desk I'm going to be giving to a friend. The desk chair, I honestly might just put a little free sign on it and stick it out on the corner since we're gonna have really nice warm weather this weekend. I really don't want it to be so hot. And then I'm also getting rid of this black Kallax shelf. Yeah, so just lots of things going around in my brain. But we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine. But today, I want to build at least 1 shelf so that way I can move the stuff that I have in my car up here. So. Been out for ages. Of course I love the banana. Who wouldn't? You would be a fool not to. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's all B-roll. You're great. I'm doing streamer things. Ignore the fact that I'm on Twitter. Don't look at that. Don't look at anything. So I'm doing streamer nonsense right now because I got this new camera so that I could do like really fancy top-down stuff. I also got this new key light, and I also got the Elgato, the Camlink Pro essentially. So now I have multiple like HDMI slots in my computer that I can put stuff like this into. So now I'm just coordinating, and the battery on this is exhausted. It says no signal, but I thought that I had plugged it in so it could charge. So I might be using, it's just a USB-C to USB cable because it just needs to be plugged in. But different devices are so picky about what kind of power bank they're getting. It's so dumb, but it looks fucking sick, so I'm very excited. Sturdier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. All right. Okay. One down. I'm just making sure that whatever audio I record for this clip will not come through my headphones and will instead go through my phone. Hi! So I was drawing at the cafe downstairs and now I'm gonna be moving some stuff, more stuff into my car, trying to bring stuff home so I can do like Patreon stuff from home, like envelopes and secret shop orders and stuff, because I'm so extremely behind on secret shop orders and I'm so sorry to my patrons. I mean, look at this. It's slowly, but I know to y'all you're like, it looks exactly the same, but like I had some little boxes there that are gone. Everything on this table's gone. Oh, slowly the shelves are emptying. So it's a slow go, which I knew that it would be. Still annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring this stuff home, and then I do have some of my art friends here in Seattle are gonna be dropping off some boxes for me on Friday, which will also be a huge help. You know, Brooke's only in town till Saturday morning, so I want to make sure that I spend lots of good quality time with them. Yeah, I just can't believe that I'm moving out of here. This place has been so good to me. I'm gonna miss it, but I'm ready to go back home. I'm ready to work from home again full time. Something that, the reason why like moving and stuff and organizing stuff is really hard for me, it's because, I mean, it's executive dysfunction, but it's also the thing where I start organizing one area and then that obviously is connected to another area that I need to organize. And so the thing is that I do the very typical ADHD thing where I start with one task and I get to about here, and then I start this task, and then I get to about here, and then I start this task, and then I go this way, and then I go this, and then I go over here. So then I have to like backtrack all the way through them to like finish each individual task. And so this kind of shit takes me so long. And it's like, Pepper, it's your birthday today, by the way. Little Miss Ma'am is 13 years old, huh? I'm gonna give you such a special treat later. I love you. Yeah, so it's just like this kind of organization is really hard for me and really hard for my brain. So it's just, shit is so stressful. And I have to work so hard to keep myself chill and also on track. And I'm like, you know, my mom was telling me where she was like, you know, you don't need everything up top. There's a lot of stuff that you can probably keep in the basement. And she is correct. There's a lot of stuff that I can keep in my basement. But it's a matter of having a way to organize said things in the basement. I also bought some paint so that I could repaint this little shelf that I have because I don't like the colors. But I like the fact that it's little pencils, so. Oh, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. So.
Hello, it's 9:57. My shop opens in 3 minutes, and I'm chilling. I feel like shop updates are.
There's so many new systems to figure out, Pepperoni. It must be so nice to just be a cat. Food? Yeah, food. Food. Come here. As you can see, I have this cute ass little shelf with, it's got little, this is one of the first things I ever thrifted for my studio back when I first moved in, and I never got around to painting it. But, because I kind of really only have acrylic gouache, and so I got some cheaper, just like multi-surface acrylic. So I was gonna do primaries, but then I also got like a cute chartreuse and a teal to maybe like the pencils or something. Because I'm gonna paint the black one. I'll probably paint the black blue. I'll go over the green with the brighter green. I'll go over the yellow with the bright yellow, and then I'll go over the red with the red. Just to zhuzh it up, you know what I mean? And then I got a little sealer too, so maybe I can do that this week. If not this week, I'll probably do it after Brooke leaves. But maybe we'll have some like craft time, who knows? It's very warm today, so you'll have to forgive me for the fan noises. Done a lot today. I worked on my painting, which is great. I worked on my postcard, which is awesome. I think I'm gonna probably keep working on that tonight. Brooke and I are gonna be meeting up with an old high school friend that also lives here in Seattle. And I'm very excited, so I think we're just gonna have a little arts evening, so I might even work on that when I'm with them. But right now, my focus is to get those the secret shop orders out that I have been, essentially, that I basically forgot about. I will take this like kind of shameful moment. I had a lot of other things on my mind. And the secret shop is one of those things that kind of falls through the cracks. So now that I have all my postcards and my stickers and all the stuff that is for sale in the secret shop here at my home, I can get back into the habit of doing that every week. And then I can also even add in my extra stock. And I'm just gonna have to reorganize stuff. And then I also wanna make sure that I send out, because a lot of people joined my art mail tiers at the end of April. And I wasn't able to get their April awards out to them. So that's also something that I want to do today. So, Brooke's purpling is taking a little longer than we anticipated because they're working with one of the newer stylists at the salon. So it's just taking a wee bit of time, but that's all right. Cool. I'm so sweaty. Onward. Taller than you. We both got our raincoats on, and I've got a yellow top, and she's got a brown top, and we are wearing the same jeans. I know this is like, we're behind a table, so it's not ideal, but it's fine. We're just gonna be packing, so that's what this is all about. Okay, so that's that. So I might have you just take down the artwork, just like, put the frames in first, and then put the other stuff in. my trouble with moving, and particularly moving out of here, is that I am being constantly reminded of all the things that I wanted to do with this space, or the little like projects that I wanted to take on, stuff I wanted to sell, stuff I wanted to make, all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm trying very hard to not get overwhelmed with all the like, ooh, these are all the things that I could have done or could be doing, and trying to just like focus on moving out of the space and not get distracted. And it's so hard. And I'm not getting everything out today, but I would like to pack up my car with a fair amount, and then I will probably come back on, not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be streaming. I'll probably come back on Wednesday. So I need to start editing this video so I know exactly how much more footage I need. Thank you. And then Miriam brought up the little dolly. So do you want to just say hi in the mirror? If you, there, yeah, hang on. Walk this way a little bit. There, perfect. Hello, I'm coming to you from my floor because I forgot. This is a 30mm lens that I bought literally because Megan recommended it. I forget, because I have a 28mm and I have a 35, so now I'm like, no, I have a 30, so it's like a perfect little in between. I'm gonna be going to my studio today to do a little bit more packing up, and then I think I'm actually going to be ending this video when I get back from the studio, because as much as I wanted to put kind of this like moving vlog in one part, I'm realizing that that's really not gonna serve me. So we're gonna do it in like 2-ish parts. And so I'm gonna be doing like my moving, I'm gonna be, you know, this video, and then I'll be doing another video of like all the stuff that we're gonna be doing next week to get out. And that video will also be a combination of me organizing this space, and then hopefully I can give you like a little mini tour. I do leave for Sweden in the middle of June, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish organizing it, but by God am I gonna try. It's also my birthday in a couple weeks. 29, so I don't even watch New Girl, but I know that clip of Schmidt going 29, so now I have that in my head. Anyway, we're gonna go to the studio, and I'm gonna bring you along on my new little Sony ZV-10. That I got for my overhead camera on streams, but also it's a cute little vlog camera, even though this lens makes it so big. But whatever, we shall see. Okay, also look how cute I am. I'm wearing the Lee Ellickson Proud Hound Coffee merch collab, and then I got my pink pants on, and then I got my pink hair, so I feel great. To the studio for not the last time, but we're getting there soon. Currently living the neurodivergent nightmare of having forgotten my headphones, but it's fine. Marion was texting me this morning, and she was like, let me know if you need me to come to the studio to help again, and if not, like, rest in peace studio, you will be missed. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna be able to say like, oh, I'm going to the studio or something. And it's the right move. I can't afford to keep my apartment and the studio, which is the big reason why I'm moving out of here. But this space has served me so well over the last 2.5 years, because I moved in here in November of 2020. And I think that it just makes a lot of sense as I'm, I guess, kind of entering into a new chapter of not only my career, but my life. Like, I feel like dyeing my hair pink just really sort of I don't know, like really shifted things internally for me. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what direction all my stuff goes. I've been toying around a lot with the idea of doing wholesale. I do miss doing like product design every now and then, like making cute little like notepads and shit. So I'm also maybe going to be working with like a fulfillment company this fall. Still need to contact them. Like a fulfillment company this fall, so that way I can still make stuff, but I don't have to be stressed about sending things out. And I am just so grateful, particularly to you, for just, I'm getting emotional. This isn't an unusual occurrence for me, but sometimes it still catches me off guard. I am very grateful to you for letting me, oh my God, for letting me be a part of your world, and for letting me have this like weird, crazy, kooky career that I sometimes get like really tired and like bogged down and insecure about, because I compare myself to my peers and I compare myself to like the people I look up to, and I get like really wrapped up and bogged down in the minutiae of it all. And I just always have to remember to take a step back and examine how cool this is and how I am just so grateful. I'm so grateful. So thank you. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna pack some stuff now. I forgot my headphones, so I'm just gonna be listening to music out loud. Oh. I don't know if I want to do, well, there's some stuff I'm gonna need to do on my computer. So, God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this monitor. I do know. It's just one of those things. I'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Oh, okay. Look at all of this. Look at all of this nonsense that I have to sort through. It's gonna be fun. It's just overwhelming. Hi, girls. Oh, you're getting along. Do you need me to open up the window more? I can open up the window more. Hi, babies. Oh, my angels. I had a lot of grand, beautiful plans for what I was gonna do today. But there wasn't the dolly at the studio. There was a lot of traffic trying to get home from my studio, so I like killed some time at a cafe so it would pass. And now my like stream thing is thrown off, and I have plans this evening, and it's just my whole day has turned topsy-turvy. I had all these grand plans, but I should still be able to do what I wanted to do today. So I'm going to fix myself a snack. Something that I've learned in terms of my like neurodivergency, this is like a very common thing. I need buffer time so that I can context switch between tasks. It is very hard for me to do one thing and then immediately move into another thing. I need about a 30-minute cushion on either side. Again, just to transition tasks. Sophie, what are you gonna do? She's probably gonna knock something off my desk. So I'm going to make myself a snack, or actually no, I'm gonna make myself food because I haven't eaten yet today, which is also probably why I feel terrible. So I'm gonna make food, and then I'm going to just kind of quietly work away at my computer, and then tomorrow's a new day. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I just don't handle stress well, and I'm constantly learning how to do it better. I'm going to sign off on this video here. Again, I know that like things are a bit weird right now in terms of like pacing and stuff, but if I don't, I gotta edit this now or else it'll never get done. Cool. I also want to say thank you to my patrons. I love y'all. You're great. Thank you for everything you do. I've got some really cute ass mail for May. I don't know if this video is going to be going up by the end of May, but I'm really proud of my rewards for May. I thought they were super cute. If you want to check out my Patreon, you're more than welcome to. There's like art mail, podcasts, I'm gonna be recording my 80th podcast episode this week, which is pretty cool. And then like early access to YouTube videos and random process and like blog posts and stuff. So if you want to check it out, feel free, but also no pressure. Never literally at any pressure. I'm just happy that you're here. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. I hope it was good. I should probably film these outros after I'm done editing, like I feel like a lot of other people do. Hi, Pepper. But I don't. So I hope you liked the video and I hope it was good. Pepper, you want to say goodbye? Sophie is chewing on stuff. Soph, honey, you can't chew on wires. Not only is it dangerous, they have no nutritional value. Pep, do you want to say Miss Pepperoni? Oh, honey, there she is. Goodbye. Bye. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Goodbye. Hope you have a good one.